back, Radical Music Reviews. Okay, so since the last video, I've skipped a few. I have skipped a couple of bands coming up to the band I'm going to talk about. I've skipped the Bee Gees. Now, I really shouldn't have. I like the Bee Gees, some of their songs, and Robin Gibb. If you get a chance, check out his voice. Incredible vibrato, wonderful singer. And I've also skipped past the first record that I ever bought, Pat Benatar, Crimes of Passion, great album. But this next band that I'm actually going to talk about is hugely influential to rock and roll, hugely influential to me, the music that I like, hugely influential to bands like, well, any rock and roll band, any heavy metal band. And I'm talking about Black Sabbath. Now, Black Sabbath started in '69 with their self-titled debut album, Black Sabbath, and that record changed rock and roll. It changed it, and it gave it a completely different flavor. It was dark, it was heavy, it was about topics. The lyrics were about topics that were of war and death and life after death, and their sound was darker. Ozzy Osbourne, when he was talking about the music, he said, there's so many bands that were singing about, you know, California and peace and love and put a flower in your hair. He said, I didn't have any shoes. I was starving. I was really poor. And so why would I want to sing songs about that? And so when Black Sabbath got together, they started playing heavy. I think Tony Iommi, the guitarist, he probably coined every heavy metal guitar riff known to man. But influencing people from Metallica to Van Halen, like so many bands they influenced. And I mean, whether Black Sabbath is your cup of tea or not, you cannot deny their place in rock and roll. Ozzy Osbourne, incredible solo career. Of course, I love a lot of his solo stuff, but I think he did his best work with Black Sabbath because his voice, it just suited that dark tone. He had this whiny, screechy voice that was just awesome. And some albums of note that I have, this is probably their most popular, Paranoid. I mean, War Pigs, Paranoid. Planet Caravan is an amazing song. You want to hear Ozzy sing a beautiful, light, almost ballad, almost ethereal song. Listen to Planet Caravan. Iron Man, of course, Electric Funeral, and my personal favorite off this album, Fairies Wear Boots. It rocks. Another great album that I have, Black Sabbath Volume 4. This is, some people call it their jazzy album. I wouldn't go that far. It's still a pretty dark album, but it certainly has like a different element, a different feel to it. A lot of cool time signatures, a lot of things they do in this album are really great, and I go to this if I want a little different Black Sabbath feel. And for me, the piece de resistance is Sabotage. This is the greatest heavy metal album ever made, in my opinion. You can talk about Metallica, Master of Puppets, maybe. There's a lot of great heavy metal albums, but this album showed Black Sabbath at their rawest, at their darkest. And Ozzy, his vocals on this, he's never sang this good on this album. Incredible album. I'm not going to talk about the later years Black Sabbath. Ronnie James Dio came in 1980 with Heaven and Hell, great album, and then Mob Rules, another great album. But old Black Sabbath, vintage Sabbath with Ozzy, the first 6 albums, you can't go wrong with any of them. Check them out, man. They rock. They really do. And there'd be a lot of music we wouldn't have today without them. Pioneers. Awesome. Okay. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.